Yo, what is going on, everybody? What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys for tuning in today. Today, we're diving into some more Steely Dan. Got Don't Take Me Alive off the Royal Scam album. Okay, we've done one reaction, I think, to this album 100%. And it was The Royal Scam was the name of the song. I think that was my very first introduction to Steely Dan here on the channel. So today, we've got this one. This is a donation request via Buy Me a Coffee. The requester originally requested a different song, but I already have that recorded in queue coming out in a couple weeks. So we looked at something else, and this is what she suggested. So thank you, Jenny, for this one. And we just got, hey, Sean, replace it with Steely Dan, Don't Take Me Alive from the LP, The Royal Scam. All right, the intro is the best of Steely Dan, thanks to Larry Carlton on lead guitar, man. So we're going to go ahead and dive into this one. Check this one out. I love everything that I've heard from Steely Dan so far, man. They're just one of those full, like, pocket Swiss knife, Swiss Army knife type deals, man. They've got a little bit of everything going on. It's always groovy. It's always meaningful, man. They always incorporate a good message, and that's one thing I love about great bands, man, when they have a great message in there as well. It's just an extra cherry on top for me, man. So let's go ahead and find out what's going on right here. Don't Take Me Alive, man. Let's hit play. Here we go. That was a nice intro for sure.
Luckless pedestrian, I know you're out there with rage in your eyes and your megaphones, saying all is forgiven, mad dog surrender. How can I answer? A man of my mind can do anything.
Trying to follow his lyrics, but the music is so good. The rhythms, everything.
I could hold out here all night. Yes, I crossed my old man back in Oregon. Don't take me alive.
Cross my old man. The feel on this is just dope.
Can you hear the evil crown? The lies and the laughter. I hear my inside, the mechanized hum of another world, where no sun is shining, no red light flashing. Here in this darkness, I know what I've done. I know all at once who I am. I'm a bookkeeper's son. I don't
lead in the back.
I could hold out here all night. Yes, I crossed my old man back in Oregon. Don't take me alive.
This is such smooth music behind this. The constant flowing lead.
Back could hold out here all night. Yes, I crossed my old man back in Oregon. Don't take me alive. Don't take me alive.
Bro. Dang it. I like this one. I was trying the whole time, just fighting to think, like, what would you label this as? Because I've heard this style before, although they're perfecting it, man. You've got that running bass line the whole time that sounds amazing. I want to say delicious, but it sounds amazing. The lead guitar, man, just flowing over the track constantly, man. Its presence is always known. Great piano work, great drum work. His cadence on the singing sounds amazing, man. I love the pocket that he's in on this one. Everything's happening great, and I'm just like, man, trying to put my finger down on like other songs I've heard kind of in this realm of this smoothness that they've got going on. I couldn't quite pin it down, still can't, but I love the way they pulled off this one, man. Don't Take Me Alive sounds amazing, sounded great. I was trying to follow along with the lyrics. You know, I can hear what he's saying, but I don't know the story that is still quite happening. So we'll jump in, see if we find any of that on the wiki. If not, maybe I'll dive into the lyrics and see develop further, man. This one was really dope. Thank you, Jenny. I enjoyed the sound on this one. And maybe we'll get some insight and it'll fill me in with where I was trying to go with this. So let's jump into the wiki on this one. This thing was smooth, though. Smooth is the word that I have for this one. Just the quality that it sounds, right? Just very smooth track, man. I like it a lot. All right, on this one, man, we got Steely Dan, The Royal Scam. This came out in 1976, all right? And we got it coming out of studio in Los Angeles. Well, it says 2 studios, Los Angeles, New York City. Maybe some was here, some was there. I'm not too sure. They've got it as jazz, rock, and funk. So those weren't the ones that were coming to my mind. I just want to read them. I usually stay away from the genres nowadays, but I just want to read them to see if they made me think of something. I was thinking like soft jazz, but there wasn't really a lot of jazz, I guess, happening outside of like a bass and piano and drums, right? When I think jazz, I'm thinking like brass instruments sometimes getting in there. I don't know. I wasn't from that time. That's just kind of where my mind goes to. But there was definitely an element here that I still, it's kind of circling around in there. Can't put my hand on it. They don't have a page, like I said, for me to click on for Don't Take Me Alive, where they expand maybe on the song and its history. So I want to look at, I want to pull up the lyrics here and see if we can get some kind of understanding of what was being sung about. So let's see. All right, guys, so right here we've got the about it. It says, a classic Steely Dan character, a desperate and alienated narrator, has apparently taken hostages and negotiates first with police, then himself, as he considers his fate, man. So it goes on to say, agents of the law, luckless pedestrians, I know you're out there with rage in your eyes and your megaphone saying all is forgiven, mad dog surrender. How can I answer? A man of my mind can do anything, man. He's saying, hey, I'm willing to risk this, man. I'm willing to risk it all. I can do anything here. I'm a bookkeeper's son. I don't want to shoot no one. Well, I crossed my old man back in Oregon. Don't take me alive. Got a case of dynamite. I can hold out here all night. Yes, I crossed my old man back in Oregon. Don't take me alive. Can you hear the evil crowd, the lies and the laughter? I hear my inside, the mechanized hum of another world where no sun is shining, no red lights flashing. Here in this darkness, I know what I've done. I know all at once who I am, man. He's, sounds like he's come to terms with kind of this evilness, this darkness. He crossed his old man. When I hear I crossed my old man, I take it as like he took him out, right? He took out his pops. I'm not taking it as like, well, he lived a life against his dad's wishes. I kind of feel like he did something bad. And then it goes on to repeat here, don't take me alive is the final word. So we could assume this isn't going to end on a good note, is what I'm thinking, right? He is not going out alive. Whether he's going to hurt the pedestrians or go into a shootout purely with the cops, we don't know. But we don't get the full, man, this leaves a lot to the imagination, guys. This leaves a lot to the imagination about how did you get into this position? What quite happened with you and your dad? I don't know, you know, financial issues can take somebody down this path more often than not, man, poverty, things like that, sometimes creates desperation, okay? So we can kind of fill in what we would think just in our own heads, how he got here, but it's not a good time. Talk about dynamite, man. It makes me think of another time. Makes me think of another time too. It doesn't make me think of like modern day USA, dynamite, because how many people are calling it dynamite anymore? You know what I mean? This sounds like it could be from a, but then he says agents of the law too, which doesn't make me think like Western days. I don't know. I guess we just a lot of it's left to the imagination, man. Unless they expand it on in future songs or something like that. But there we go with this one, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed rocking with me here today. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully y'all enjoyed, man. Thank you, Jenny, very much for the donation request on this one. More Steely Dan always coming at you on the channel, man. So just stick around and we'll definitely dive into them again and again. All right, thank you guys for rocking with me, man. If you are enjoying the content I produce on a daily basis, please consider becoming a member here on my YouTube or Patreon for as little as $3, man. It's a great way to give back to the channel myself. If you're enjoying the content, don't forget to like, subscribe, check out the descriptions if you're interested in making donation requests of your own. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you on the next one, man. Peace.